Welcome to Leicester. Located in the heart of England at a crossroads between the north and south, this is a vibrant, diverse and multicultural city that is proud of its diversity. Home to nearly 350,000 people, Leicester is a growing city at the heart of English sport, music, independent theatre, comedy and culture that has attracted generations of people from across the globe. In this video, I will visit locations across the city to tell you more about how its past has influenced its present, why the city is important to the UK and to the wider world, and how it's been shaped by people migrating from all four corners of the planet. Leicester saw significant migration from Southeast Asia and Africa throughout the 20th century. In 1972, Idi Amin expelled Asians from Uganda. The council here campaigned to dissuade those people from migrating to the city. The adverts did not have their intended effect, instead making more migrants aware of the possibility of settling in Leicester. By the end of the 70s, around 100,000 refugees had made their way to Leicester. Today, Leicester is a diverse and multicultural city renowned for its cosmopolitan culture. Since the 1990s, groups from Somalia, Kenya and Eastern Europe have moved here to create a cultural mix of peoples. This is no more obvious than here on Narborough Road, a celebration of shops, restaurants and other businesses which represent 22 different countries. As one researcher from the LSE puts it, this is the world in microcosm. All these people from all of these different places, different cultures, living cheek by jowl, working with each other and living in harmony. This building, St Nicholas Church, is the oldest place of worship in Leicester. Its oldest part contains a segment of the Jewellery Wall, which formed the west wall of a public building in Roman Leicester, alongside public baths. It's among the largest pieces of surviving civil Roman architecture in the whole country. Because of Leicester's multiculturalism, there are a wide range of religious buildings in the city. The large diaspora of Islamic people living in Leicester means there are a number of mosques, including an ornate one in Evington, whilst the Jain Centre opened in 1988 as the first Jain temple in the Western Hemisphere. As a result of the large Hindu population who emigrated from India in the 20th century, Leicester hosts the largest Diwali festival in the world outside of India. Located on the Golden Mile of Melton Road, the entire city community come together each year to celebrate the Festival Light with fireworks, street decorations, fun fairs and a big wheel. The discovery of an English king in a car park after 600 years was a major global TV event. Richard III was discovered buried just behind me and was later reinterred in Leicester Cathedral across the road. The event led to significant investment in attracting tourists to Leicester. 14 new jobs were created within the city and the use of local suppliers was beneficial to the local economy. This visitor centre opened in July 2014 and has had over 300,000 visitors to date. Tourism is a growing part of the local economy. Most significantly, the National Space Centre is the only one of its kind in Europe, featuring science exhibits and the largest planetarium in the UK. These internationally important facilities are stimulating further investment in their respective industries, with museums in Leicester becoming more popular and receiving further funding to improve their facilities and exhibits, and the university investing more money into space science research at Space Park Leicester. The same year as the Richard III Centre opened, Leicester City achieved promotion to the Premier League and then remarkably won the title in 2016, despite odds of 5,000 to 1. This again attracted global media coverage as the Foxes went on to compete in European competition, reaching the quarter-finals of the Champions League the following season and the semi-finals of the UEFA Conference League in 2022. Sport, recreation and entertainment continue to attract huge numbers of visitors to Leicester each year, who invest money into the local economy through visiting bars, restaurants and hotels in the city, as well as spending money in shops, car parks and other amenities in the city centre. This is compounded by the frequent success of the Leicester Tigers rugby team and Leicester Riders basketball team, with the city also home to Speedway and first-class county cricket. All sports take place at dedicated and well-respected venues that also host music concerts and other large public and corporate events. Performances of popular and classical music, theatre, ballet, opera and stand-up comedy all take place at venues across the city, with the largest of these being De Montfort Hall. Built in 1912, it has hosted acts such as Bob Dylan and Genesis, as well as a residency by the Philharmonia Orchestra. It's also the main venue of the nationally important Leicester Comedy Festival, which began in 1994 with 40 events across 23 venues. The festival gained fame for spotting new talent. The Leicester Mercury Award is given each year to the best young comedian and has become one of the most prestigious awards in comedy. It's been awarded to comic luminaries like Johnny Vegas, Jason Manford, Josh Widdicombe and Ramesh Ranganathan. In recent years, the festival has expanded further, with fringe events running around the county in Loughborough, Lutterworth, Coville and villages like Foxton. Now in its 29th year, Leicester is proud to host Europe's biggest and longest running comedy festival with 560 shows across 64 venues. Nationally important as a host for business and enterprise, clothing retailer Next began in Leeds nearly 150 years ago. Its headquarters was moved here to this site in Enderby on the southern fringe of Leicester in 1986 to take advantage of a close proximity to the many factories in the city which at that time made garments for the chain. As a FTSE 100 company, Next is classed as one of the largest companies and most important retailers in the country. It operates around 500 stores in the UK, directly employing some 41,000 people across the world. Next's flagship store is located at Foss Park on the edge of Leicester, about a mile away from their headquarters building. Also located in Leicester are the headquarters of Dunelm Group, one of the largest homeware retailers in the UK, who are based in Syston, north of the city. Dunelm began as a couple stall here in Leicester's Market, before they opened a shop on Churchgate in 1984. Since then, it has grown to serve over 170 stores across the UK. Local hero, former Leicester City footballer Gary Lineker, has been the face of Walker's Crisps since 1995, and he too began his career as a greengrocer on the Family Market stall. In 2016, Walker's produced limited edition Winners Salt and Victory Crisps to commemorate its hometown football team, Leicester City, winning the Premier League for the first time. The company was founded here in 1948 by Henry Walker. Today it's owned by Frito-Lay, a division of PepsiCo, and the Walker's factory in Beaumont Leys, the largest in Europe, produces over 11 million bags of crisps per day, using about 800 tonnes of potatoes. Leicester is important then, not only for its history, but as a true global city of today, influenced by migration that has shaped a diverse and cosmopolitan urban landscape right at the heart of the UK.